What's up, YouTube party people? It is Yankee Bacon, and I just want to make a quick video. I know down here in Florida we've got the Casey Anthony case, and I'm sure you're all very familiar with it. If not, it's kind of a sickening case of a mother who allegedly killed her daughter. It was probably an accident, but she covered it up, and she's just a real piece of boop, 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 boop. But good looking, so of course she makes the news. Now, if it were to happen to a less attractive girl, it probably wouldn't have been such a big deal, honestly. But the judge, oh boy, I don't know where they got him from, but it will make Saturday Night Live very happy to know that they'll be able to imitate him, because he's way better than Ito. He doesn't even speak proper English. He speaks Ebonics in a lot of cases. Don't understand that. You're a judge. I assumed you were a lawyer, an attorney. Lots of schooling, very smart, very well educated. Some of the words that came out of your mouth, I would slap my kids if they said the words that you use. I can't think of them right off the top of my head, but I whatever, dude, whatever. You're a judge, I'm not, so obviously you're smarter than I am. So that's not the topic that I want to really speak on. I watched they've got it on the news. They had the mom earlier. I missed that one, but apparently they played back some tapes, and she broke down all that other stuff. The stuff you expect to happen. But apparently, you know, the mom and dad were struggling anyway. They were going to allegedly get a divorce before all this happened, and yada yada yada. So that's all backstory. You obviously probably maybe know more than I do about it, because I haven't really been following it. But I just decided to sit down because, in a way, it is history, I guess. I don't know if I'd want to call it history, but it is Hitler's history. It's bad, but it's history. So I just wanted to sit down and watch it, and it was the prosecution examining the friend of Casey. And, you know, at first I was like, is this the defense or the prosecutor examining her? Because it seemed like it was nothing too hardcore, you know? But then at the end I see he just kind of led her down the path of basically saying, without saying, that Casey, it's obvious what happened, because Casey basically hid the fact from everybody that she killed her kid. You know, and I'm not saying she did it on purpose. It was an accident, probably. She freaked out. She did the wrong thing by covering it up, because you have, you know, like they say, it's a circumstantial case, because all the evidence is obviously circumstantial. There's no proof of anything. So, but you have a very bad aroma coming from her vehicle. Come on, that's not a coincidence. I've never had a dead, rotting flesh smell coming from my vehicle. So, have you? I don't think that's a coincidence. As well as just too many things. And basically, what had happened is, I guess the grandmother, or the mom, Casey's mom, was trying to get a hold of Casey for a month, saying, "What's going on, man? I haven't seen my granddaughter, da 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 da." And Casey on the other end's going, "Oh, I'm trying to keep my daughter away from them, because there's just too much going on over there." And that's what she was telling her friend. And as it turns out, her mother finally tracked her down through her friend, and took her to try to go find her kid, who she didn't do anything for 30-some days. She was out partying and all that, when, you know, I mean, come on, Casey, really? Seriously? I mean, I don't see how somebody could be that way. I don't know. I guess if you're in that party mode, and I've been there in my 20s, where I, you know, didn't want the responsibility of a kid, but you know what? You have to take it on somewhat, or at least let somebody else take it on, you know? And probably what happened, it was probably an accident. She probably was giving the kids something to sleep, so she could sneak out and do something or whatever. I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to know, because she's never going to tell the truth, because she's a lying little bitch. That's just what she is. She's lied her whole life. Her parents are messed up. The whole family's messed up. So she's never going to come out with the truth. The truth is not in that girl, as people would say. So we're never going to truly know what happened, but I don't believe that she killed her on purpose. You know, they came out with a defense early saying that she drowned in the pool, in the family pool, and they all hit it, but that's just not holding water either. So I think the bottom line is she accidentally killed the kid. She put the kid in her car for as long as she could. She disposed of the body, and that whole time she's saying that the kid was with a nanny, the kid's over here, the kid's there, when people would ask her. And then finally the mom said, listen, dude, this kid, we need to find your kid. Hello? And so that's when they called the authorities, and when, you know, she called the 911 and said that her kid's been missing for 31 days, and the lady on the other line's going, why didn't you call earlier? You know, I mean, holy cow, it's your flesh and blood, man. It's your child. That kid counts on you for everything. That should be, you should give your life for your kids without even a thought. And to know that she just was so flippant about it, and just flippant, I don't know if that's the word, a word even, but just how she's just was so consumed with the party lifestyle and partying with all her friends that she just did way the wrong thing. Like, not even, I mean, belongs where she's going. So, you know, sometimes I say, you know, when parents do stuff to their kids, it's an unfortunate thing and they shouldn't do it. But I think after just listening to the little bit that I listened to, and I probably won't watch any more, it's obvious what happened. And you be the judge. You tell me what you think. If you think the same or if you think something different. But this girl killed her kid and she hid it for 30-some days. And it's too bad. It's a shame. Leave your comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm crazy, if you think something else happened, or if you have any information that maybe I don't know about. I'm going to go now. And until next time, Yankee Bacon.